What's up guys, my name is Blake Moore, welcome to DoorDash Driver Reacts, and today the video that I'm going to be reacting to is one from our girl Averlyn Brown. You guys remember her, right? She was the one who was telling us how to make $1,700 a week on DoorDash, and this time we have a video of hers titled DoorDash Driver, How to Make $1,500 Plus a Week on DoorDash, Tips and Tricks for Beginners. So, we're going to see if these tips are any better and if we could actually make $1,500 a week using them. And if not, I will give you guys my tips on how we can do that. So with that said, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. Let's get right into this video.
Guys won't just deactivate your account just because they feel like doing it. You have to do something. Be your home, say you want, and you should make me your girl. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to my YouTube channel, you guys. If you're new to my YouTube channel and you do not know who I am, my name is Averlyn Brown. Thank you so much for clicking this video and welcome to my channel. Right now, we're using natural lighting, okay? I'm in my car. The sunset is literally right on my face. That's the reason why I look a little bit yellow. Before we get to this video today, you guys, if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up as well. As you guys are about to title today, I am coming to you guys with more DoorDash tips, you guys. I know you guys enjoyed the last video that I did on tips and tricks on how to make more money doing DoorDash. So I decided that I'm going to be giving you guys a lot more tips, okay? Some new tips. Without further ado, let's get right into the video, you guys. Let's get right into the video. There's one thing I do want to address because I had a bunch of people in my comments telling me, oh, it is impossible to make $1,700 a week on DoorDash. It's impossible. It's possible, okay? It is very, very much possible.
It's possible, but not with the tips that she gave. Let's just put it that way.
I'm gonna sit here and lie to you guys. It is very, very possible. It depends on the type of person you are and how willing you are to make that amount of money. If you really want to make money off of DoorDash, you guys, you can make a lot of money. There's people out here doing DoorDash full time and making the amount of money that they want to make. They don't even have a second job. Follow my tips or follow whoever tips you want to follow. But yes, you can make up to $1,700 every single week doing DoorDash. You have to have the time, you have to be dedicated, and you have to be motivated, you guys. The first tip that I want to start off talking about is, hold on. I've literally seen so many comments of people saying they're so scared to start doing DoorDash. They're nervous. They don't know what to expect. So my first tip to those people who are scared to complete their first dash is do your first dash. What are you scared about? I literally make videos telling you guys, literally walking you guys through how to do DoorDash, how it is from beginning to end. If you're nervous about doing DoorDash, I do not know why you're nervous because it's really not hard. It's completely normal for you to be nervous to complete your first dash. All I'm trying to say is that do not be scared, okay? You gotta take, if you wanna make money and you wanna stop being broke, you gotta do what you gotta do to make that money.
I guess that's a pretty good tip because you can't make $1,500 a week with DoorDash if you don't actually complete your first dash. So a very literal tip from her, but a tip nonetheless.
First dash. If you need help, click the link right up here and go ahead and go watch my How to DoorDash video. I literally walk you through everything about how to DoorDash, okay? The first tip that you can do to help you make more money off of DoorDash is, I know I already talked about this in the last video, but arriving on time is very, very important, you guys. Not only to you, but to the customers that you're delivering the food for. But if you arrive at the restaurant on time, you are able to have more time for you to double check the order, the person's order you're about to go pick up, just to make sure that you don't make mistakes. It's happened to me multiple times. For this one time, I had 2 orders, right? It was a stack order. I literally got the orders mixed up. I picked up the exact orders I was supposed to pick up. But when it was time for me to deliver it, I switched the orders. Like, I delivered the other person's food to the other person.
I've done that before. It's a pretty common mistake, I feel like. It can happen to anyone. So if that's happened to you, don't feel bad. I've done it before, she's obviously done it, and you just move on. Usually I call support and I tell them what happened, that I mixed up the orders. They don't give me a contract violation or anything. They say, okay, whatever the customer rates you on this one, it won't affect you, blah, blah, blah. So you can just call support, they'll get it figured out for you.
And another person got the other person's food. I didn't realize that until I got back to my car and the lady called me and she's saying, this is not what I ordered. From personal experience, I'm telling you guys to please make sure that you double check the order. Customers will tip you a lot more whenever you get the order right. Oh.
I don't know where she gets this information from, like that customers tip you more. based on your customer service. She's saying that if you give them the right order, they're going to tip you more. No. If they get the right order, they're just not going to leave you a bad rating. If they get the wrong order, it's not like they can take your tip away. So, again with that, come on, Averlyn. I was expecting more from you.
Okay? You get a lot of tips whenever you arrive on time and you do not mess up the customer's order. Because nobody loves for the orders to be messed up. I know you wouldn't, so don't do it to the customer. So yes, you guys, so that was my second tip. Arrive on time so that you have enough time for you to double check the order, and also make sure that you do not switch orders. It can get very confusing. Some people do this. They'll literally take little sticky notes with them and write the person's name on it if it helps them remember which order belongs to who.
That's just so much wasted time, honestly. Why would you do that when they literally have the name of the order either written on it or it's on the receipt attached to it? That's just such a big waste of time, guys. Don't do that.
Just so that when they go deliver the food, they don't mess up the order. I think that's a really, really good idea. DoorDash don't pay you like that. Majority of the time, they pay you based off of tips. The base pay is $3. So the reason why a lot of these tips have to do with you being good to the customer is because that's how you make more money. You make money off of tips. That's literally the important part about DoorDash.
Well, that's true. You do make the majority of your money from tips, but they tip you before you even receive the order. They tip you as they are checking out for their food. That has nothing to do with you, unfortunately. Yes, there's the occasional time that you can get an extra cash tip or something like that. But really, we need to stop harping on this oh, good customer service equals better tips. We're not waiters, guys. It's just not how it works.
Tips. So my next tip to you guys is to follow the customer delivery instructions. This is very, very important, you guys. Let's say you get an order, right?
Okay, that's not gonna help you make more money. The only way that can help you make more money, guys, is if they have a specific instruction where maybe they're in a basement apartment or something like that, where it's gonna save you time by looking at that and not accidentally delivering somewhere else and realizing as you're walking back to your car, oh shoot, I need to go deliver this to the back door or something like that. That's all it's gonna do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this tip.
If you mess up the instructions, do you think they're gonna want to tip you? Do you think they want to give you extra money?
They already tipped you. How? I need to personally message her and tell her you understand that the customer tips you before you even receive the order. The tip is within the order no matter who receives it. Please just get this through your head. My gosh.
No, they're not going to want to tip you because you're not following the directions. You don't want to. You get to the place, you go to the door and you drop the food off and you leave. That's not what the customer said. The customer said you should hand it to them. So when you get there, call them, tell them, hey, I'm outside with your food. They'll come outside and they'll get it. Do not drop people's food out at the door if they don't ask you to do that. The customer will be mad and they will not tip you. So you guys.
My gosh, I don't know how much longer of this video I can take if she's going to keep saying that. Garbage. It's just straight up garbage. They're not going to take away your tip if you leave it at their doorstep instead of hand it to them.
Literally the easiest tip for you guys to follow the instructions that the customer provide to you. Sometimes the customer will say that they want you to hand them the food. People say how they don't want to do that because of COVID. They're afraid they're going to catch something. If you're nervous about stuff like that, you can obviously call the customer, let them know hey, due to this certain circumstances, I'm not comfortable with handing you the food, so I'll just leave it at your door. Just let the customer know. Communicate with the customer. They will be very, very understanding, you guys. A lot of people talk about how their account gets deactivated. DoorDash won't just deactivate your account just because they feel like doing it. You have to do something.
Well, yeah, that's true, but also they can just deactivate it for false claims against you, so it's kind of bogus.
Sometimes Dasher, they love to tamper with the customer's food. Do not tamper with the customer's food. If the restaurant makes the person's food, the bag is going to be sealed. And you as the Dasher, all you have to do is to double check and make sure that you got every single item that the.
How are you going to make sure you got every single item if the bag's sealed, huh? Explain that to me. The only thing you can control is if they forgot the drink, you can mention that to them and be like, hey, I need the drink for this. She just literally said that the bag is sealed and then tells you to make sure you have every item. How's that possible?
It's an order from the restaurant. Your job is not for you to go ahead, open up your person's food, eat some fries out of it, lick their burgers. You're not even supposed to be touching their food. You're not supposed to be doing that. There's multiple people out here that do things like that. They will mess with the customer's order and then deliver food that's already eaten or that's messed up. I don't understand the logic of people that do things like that. They can literally contact DoorDash customer service and let them know, and they can report you, and that could also lead to your account being deactivated. Do not tamper with the customer's food. The food is still in the bag.
That's not going to help you make any more money. So far, literally none of these tips help you make $1,500 plus a week on DoorDash. They just don't.
It's sealed. It's perfectly fine. You deliver it to them. They will tip you a lot of money. They will tip you.
Really? Really? We're going there again. How? How does this video have almost 26,000 views in about 5 months? No, 4 months. 4 months, 26,000 views. When this is just straight up bad money-making DoorDash advice. I swear, it's like DoorDash wants to put this out and promote it, and they have some deal with YouTube or something where they're just like, okay, we're gonna make sure these types of videos get the most views because they're just telling Dashers exactly what to do and not actually telling them how to game the system and make more money. That's my theory.
Of money. My next tip to you guys is, this one's very, very important because this tip has been the reason why I've made a lot more money than what I used to make when I first started doing DoorDash. And this tip is, know your area. You're probably like, what? Know your area?
Finally, thank you for giving a useful tip. That actually does help you make more money. The better you know your area, the more money you're going to make. That's just the bottom line. So finally, thank you. We are 7 minutes into this video and we finally got our first money-making tip.
Yeah, know your area. Know the neighborhood that you live in. Know what neighborhood to DoorDash in. If you live in a neighborhood where people do not tip, why are you dashing in a neighborhood if you're trying to make more money? So if you got to drive an extra 10, 20 minutes to get to a rich neighborhood or a neighborhood that's going to tip you a lot better, do that. Do not waste your time dashing in communities where people are not going to tip you. People are stingy. Be smart about what neighborhood you choose to DoorDash in. That plays a huge role on how much money you make. So pick a good neighborhood. My next tip to you guys is choose the best time to DoorDash. If you know...
Wow, 2 in a row that are actually good money-making strategies that will help you in some way make $1,500 a week. So that is just, wow, I'm surprised. We got 2 in a row. Let's see if she finishes the video on a high note and doesn't give us any more crap tips.
That it's not busy around a certain time. Why would you choose to DoorDash around that time? I know my area. In the area that I'm from, when you go out in the morning time, you make a lot of money. In the morning time, you get a lot of orders coming at you back to back, back to back. People wake up. I feel like people just wake up in the morning and just start ordering food. Is that the first thing to think about whenever they wake up in the morning? You get a lot of orders because there's not that many Dashers out there. Not a lot of Dashers compared to me dashing around in the afternoon time when it's busy and all these Dashers are out here. Now, it is up to you as a Dasher to figure out, to know your area, know your city, know where you live, know what time of the day is busy. If you're not sure about which time of the day is the best time for you to start dashing, test it out. Wake up in the morning someday, decide to dash, and see how many orders you're going to get, and see how much money you're going to get. The next day, dash in the afternoon. See how much money you make. If you find out that you make more money in the afternoon compared to the morning time, then dash in the afternoon more. Also, another reason why I'm not going to sit here and tell you dash this time is better than this time, is because it honestly depends on the person's schedule. Because I know some people work, some people have school, some people just dash whenever they're free. That's why I'm saying it depends on you, and it depends on the area that you live in for you to figure out which time of day is the best time for you to do dash. So that was my tip. Know your area and know the best times in your area for you to dash. Most likely you're going to get the wrong address. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the DoorDash app is perfect, because it is not perfect at all. They mess up addresses all the time. Explain to the customer. You're not about to just arrive and not say nothing to the customer. You're 10 minutes late. Like, obviously they know that you got lost, but like, explain it to them, okay? Let them know the reason why. Show them in your GPS that this is the address that DoorDash gave you, so that they'll understand. The majority of the time, they're going to feel bad for you because you got lost coming to their house, so they're going to tip you. That's happened to me. I've gotten huge tips because of that. So I have this one friend, right? She was delivering food to this one customer one day, right? And she got in a car accident. It wasn't her fault. The guy literally hit her. Like, even he told her that it wasn't her fault. Something was going on with him that day. He hit her. She was okay. It wasn't nothing major. She went to the hospital. She was fine, you guys. The customer was at their house waiting for their food, literally sitting there waiting for the food. And this girl just got into a car accident. She was dedicated. This girl literally, even though she got in a car accident, she still made it over to that customer's house and she delivered that food. And she explained to that customer the reason why she was late, because she got in a car accident. Do y'all want to know what happened next? I'm going to tell y'all what happened next. The customer was literally like, girl, you just got in a car accident and you're worried about my food? I'm not even worried about the food. Forget the food. Are you okay? That lady literally, she contacted DoorDash customer service. She talked to them. But yeah, basically, DoorDash reached out to her. I think like 1,000 or something. They sent her money. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you.
Is that a lie, though? Honestly, is that a lie? Why would DoorDash send you $1,000 for delivering someone's food after you got in a car accident? Why? Unless somehow, I don't know, maybe they cover like a part of your car damage if you get in an accident while you're dashing. I have absolutely no idea when it comes to that. But like, why would they just send you $1,000 because the customer called support? Seems a little fishy to me.
That's exactly how much they sent her, because I'm not sure. I totally forgot how much she told me they sent her. The reason why DoorDash sent her the money is because the customer called and complained that this girl got in a car accident while trying to deliver food with DoorDash, and they took action and they literally paid that girl her money. That's what I'm telling.
I don't know about that, honestly. Like, I'm not going to call this girl a liar or anything like that, but there has to be something missing in that story, or her friend made it up, or something. Something's not right with it.
Y'all, communicating with the customer is very, very important, because sometimes you never know where that may lead you. Like, if she never would have contacted the customer about what happened with her, she never would have delivered that food, she never would have gotten that money that DoorDash gave her for a car accident that she got into. My next tip to you guys is deliver the customer's food with care. Can you imagine somebody delivering your food and the food's...
I thought she was going to end with some good tips. I don't think that's going to happen.
Messed up, the drink is spilled and everything. You wouldn't like if somebody did that to you. Do not do it to other people. Make sure that you handle other people's food with care. If you give them a messed up order, nobody's going to want to tip you. And I'm not going to sit here and say nobody makes mistakes. People don't accidentally spill drinks, because I've done it before. I had this one guy, he ordered, I think it was hot chocolate from Wawa or something. I got the hot chocolate, right? My dumb ass, I literally took the hot chocolate. It was in like one of those little like trays they give you. You can put the drink in. I put it in the passenger seat in the back on the floor. Why did I do that? I do not know. I'm literally outside the customer's house. The customer's right there waiting for their hot chocolate and whatever else they ordered. And I get out thinking like everything is fine. I grab the bag of food or whatever. I reach in the bag to go grab the drink, the hot chocolate, and it spilled everywhere. But yes, you guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all that DoorDashers don't make mistakes, because they do. I'm just saying, try to be extra careful to prevent stuff like that from happening. I hope you guys really enjoy these tips.
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Well, guys, there you have it. Those are her tips. We had 2 good tips in there. My tips to make $1,500 a week? Real quick before we wrap up this video is to get with as many apps as possible, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever else you want to use, whatever else is the best in your market. Get on as many as you can, figure out what's the best time to dash in your area, and also know your area as well as you possibly can. I promise you, every single year my money increases the better I know my market. So that's pretty much the main thing. And then also $1,500 a week, you're gonna have to work quite a bit of hours. You might have to work, honestly, like 60 hours to hit that. So just be aware of that. Like, it's not gonna happen in a normal 40-hour work week. You're gonna have to work 55 to 70 hours that week to try and make $1,500+ doing DoorDash. But if you were to multi-app, you could probably get that done in 45 hours, I would say. Maybe less, maybe more. But those are my tips for you guys real quick. And I was really hoping that her tips would be better than the last time. They were slightly, just because she had 2 that were decent tips, but all the rest were just how to get your customer rating up, which doesn't help you make more money at all. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If it brought you any entertainment or information, make sure you hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button if you enjoy my content. And as you guys know, you're the best subscribers in the entire world, and I'll see you guys next time.